Greetings YouTube, this is Mike Haley7. Today is April the 7th, 2020. As of today, I believe it's 337,000 people have the big funk in the United States. And over 11,000 people have died as of today in the United States. In North Carolina, I think we're at almost 3,000 people infected. Maybe 11 or 12 people died, and 250 or 60 are in the hospital. So not too bad in North Carolina. You got that stay-at-home order from the governor, so you can only go out for essentials, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. I am going to pick up a prescription, which I'm not supposed to do this week, apparently. The White House says don't go out to the pharmacy or the supermarket this week because it's the biggest week. But I think that the peak they're talking about is for New York, New Jersey kind of area. North Carolina's peak is supposed to be in mid-May, so no matter. I have my mask, I have these gloves, and I will not touch my face. I will touch as little as I can, actually. So I was watching a video this morning by Yogi's Cycle Service. It's about conspiracy theories. Apparently, there are conspiracy theories. What a surprise. People are talking about how, and this is what he said, I haven't seen any of this, but somebody said that they, whoever they are going to shut the internet down for 3 days. All internet, all cell phones are going to shut everything down for 3 days, and I don't know what they're going to do, reboot the system. I don't know, how do you reboot people? Well, child sex rings and just stupid, ridiculous crap. The only conspiracy that I can see is a conspiracy of dunces. Nobody in positions of power really knows what the hell's going on. The World Health Organization screwed it up, the CDC screwed it up, the president screwed it up, the governors screwed it up, the mayors screwed it up, individual people are still screwing it up. If you don't want the virus to spread, you stay home. That's the long and the short of it. But if you're going out, partying and going to church and playing basketball with people, everything you're touching, they're touching. That's how it spreads, right? So nobody takes it that seriously initially. Then people freak out, of course, and now there's no toilet paper. It's a shit show, and there's no toilet paper. But it's a beautiful day anyway. Well, did you hear the one about the 5G towers? Apparently in Britain, they're burning down 5G broadcasting towers. I heard in a meme that some idiots think that the 5G tower is actually spreading the virus. Okay. Yeah. Duh. Oh, and Yogi Cycle Service. Sorry, Yogi, but I don't agree with giving any credence to it. So, you know, they're saying on the media that the hospitals are full. Well, yeah, they are, but they're not saying they're full everywhere. They're saying in the hot spots they're full, like in New York City, the hot spot, Manhattan, that's where it's full. And other places like that. But in a place like rural North Carolina, the hospitals are not full. You know why? Because people don't have it as much. So if you're going to a hospital in Charlotte, North Carolina, you're not going to see as many people there as you would see in New York City. And the fact that the hospitals around here aren't too busy is a good sign. It's a sign that the social distancing is working and people aren't getting it, and they're not getting so sick they need the hospital. So there you go. It doesn't mean it's a conspiracy to keep you indoors while they're doing something nefarious out here. I know that there are a number of people out every day, millions of people out every day, despite the thing to stay home. People, look at all the traffic I have today. Look at all these cars. So, oh, that's the conspiracy. They wanted me to stay home so they didn't see me cutting the grass on the side of the highway. I don't like conspiracy theories. They're based on conjecture. They're based on the slimmest of evidence. And they always start with the premise, isn't it suspicious that? Well, right there, you've already decided. And you're asking it in a negative way, isn't it? So anybody who disagrees with you is duped. You're going to say, ah, you don't agree with me, so you're a dupe of the system. You've been fooled. I will say this about the situation. We weren't ready for it, obviously, but why would you be, right? I mean, it's been over 100 years since the last time we had a major one. 600 and something thousand people died in the United States from that. I think it was 600 or 64. I think it was 640,000 died from the Spanish flu, 1918. It's been a long time, so you know, we get complacent and we forget. It's just natural, right? Besides, we're going to have a billion masks sitting in a storage room for 50 years. That ain't going to work. So it's kind of like 9/11. Nobody really thought a serious thing like a dude crashing a hijacked plane into a building was ever going to happen. Nobody really thought about that. I know I didn't. I did read it in a Tom Clancy novel once. This Japanese pilot was getting revenge for the loss of World War II when he crashed the plane into the Congress building. But that was a, you know, a fiction novel, and I never really thought it was going to happen. Oh, duh. It happened. The failure of imagination. We just can't imagine some things. So we've known about infectious diseases and how they can spread and cause havoc and all that, but we just weren't prepared for it. And that's fine. It happens, and as a result, people are going to die, and it sucks. But you can't be prepared for everything all the time. So you just got to do what you can. It's not bustling here, but it's going, you know. People are moving around, they're going to McDonald's. Alright, this is my Kelly 7 saying, don't believe the hype. Stay safe, stay well. I will talk to you later.